It's incredible seeing so many students here tonight at the Future Anything Activate program pitching their amazing ideas, the finalists from all around the country. It's mind-blowing for me seeing such young people with such amazing ideas, with such incredible prototypes, and now looking to take that next stage.
It was different to my other classes because I could talk to others and learn from them and grow my own ideas as well as help them grow theirs.
A program like the Activate program really shifts people into that way of thinking about their own future and the control they have over their destiny as early as possible. Thinking about what potential futures they could live and actually getting them into that experience of, breaking down boundaries, accessing the knowledge they need and creating some pretty incredible solutions as well.
I did this as an English unit and it was so amazing. It's nothing like I've ever done before and it was really engaging and it felt like that what we were doing really had a purpose and could make a difference. And I can't just apply that to my business, but also real life, which is awesome.
It teaches them how to solve problems and to build opportunities for themselves and others.
Usually I'm very independent, like I'll do it myself, but I'm really glad that Mariah and I have chosen to do it together as we've learnt so many more things from each other.
Yeah.
And been able to go further than we would have ever expected if I was just by myself.
It really does show how hard work pays off.
Shaping us to have a more flexible mindset of being an entrepreneur.
I'm not too great with handing in assignments and deadlines isn't really my strong point, but I found you just kind of push, and when you do have that kind of drive for something that you really want to happen, like something that you need to happen, it kind of comes naturally.
Teamwork, we've learnt teamwork.
We have.
I will ride this tricycle around the campus until our enterprise becomes a reality. Thank you.
The top prize, $2,500 cash, website, the mentoring and coaching. The one that we selected as the winner this evening, might do a drum roll, was Chloe's Heat Pack.
Welcome to our third semi-final in this year's 2022 Future Anything National Finals. My name is Nick Dyson, CEO and founder of Future Anything, and it is my absolute joy to bring you 5 incredible youth-led enterprises today, pitching for the opportunity to be part of our national grand final this year. To kick off this semi-final, I want to show something that should be a pretty easy answer. I'd love for you to think about how old you were when you first saw this map. For me, I would have been in prep, and I remember getting a blank one that looked very much like this and having to match the capital cities to the states. This map has been sort of everywhere since that point. I'd love to show you a second map and reflect on when you were, or how old you were when you first saw this one. For me, I would have been in my late 20s, so decades after seeing the first map. And I guess I just want to start and acknowledge that today we're going to talk a lot about innovation. We're going to talk a lot about new and next. And our firm belief at Future Anything is that true innovation comes from deeply understanding and honouring our past. So to kick off today's session, I just want to acknowledge the traditional owners on the lands in which we live, work, play, learn and create. For me, this is Yagara and Turrbal land in Meanjin, but from wherever you are, I just want to pay my respects to the First Nations people of that space and honour the amazing collective genius of our Indigenous peoples. Now, today is going to be a lot of fun, and so I would love to see some photos of wherever you are whilst you're joining us for today's semi-final. Feel free to jump on Facebook and post, or Instagram, or please pop a tweet or two out and let us know where you are as you're watching today's semi-final. Now, what is this all about? These semi-finals are the culmination of our Activate program, which is a term-long curriculum-embedded program for entrepreneurs all around Australia. This year, we worked with 5,000 young people across 50 plus schools. And the teams that are pitching today are the top 40 teams out of 200 plus applications we had for this year's finals. And these young people have embarked on a mission not too dissimilar to this phrase, which is to take on the role of entrepreneur and pitch an innovative idea that makes the world a better place. Now, our young people today, the winner of today's semi-final will move through to our national grand final. And the winners of our national grand finals walk away with between $15,000 and $20,000 in prizes and funding to take their idea out of the classroom and into the real world. Like, for example, our 2018 winner, Tanika, who really struggled with bullying growing up. And so she designed school socks, but not as you know it. They had these cool, funky patterns underneath the shoe, but they were white above the surface of the shoe, so she couldn't get in trouble for any of her teachers for wearing non-uniform socks. A portion of her profits went to support Kids Helpline, and she crowdfunded her first lot of socks that were actually stocked in uniform shops in the Ipswich corridor, which is pretty cool. Or meet our 2019 National Grand Final winners, Culture Hood. These young people stumbled across a statistic that said that those within the Polynesian community were more likely to see or experience domestic violence than many other cultures. So rocked by this statistic, they used Benina, which is one of the young people's designed, and printed them on hoodies with a portion of the profits from their apparel going to support victims of domestic violence. Let's skip along to 2020. This year we held our grand final via Zoom because we couldn't gather in person. So it ran very much like today's event actually. But rather than tell you about AquaShield, maybe I'll just show you what winning felt like for them.
Has come up with something that is so important for us now in Australia, in the world, and we believe has got a great chance with the right partnerships and the right work and a lot of hard work to be successful, and that is AquaShield. And they jumped as which is well done, guys, fantastic. Wish we'd been.
I mean, going to school feels like that every day, right? Like when you get your assignment back and you're like, yeah, it's a B. No, not quite the same thing. These are our 2020 winners, AquaShield, and living on the Sunshine Coast, they recognised that the shark nets off their beach were killing more sea life than they were stopping sharks getting in. So they used the technology that exists in wristbands to repel sharks, attach them to flotation devices, and drop them off the coast to create an AquaShield that would solve this problem. And then our 2021 winner, Chloe. Chloe was gifted a sewing machine from her grandparents when she was 11, and she turned this skill of sewing into this incredible business building wheat bags for people to help with their pain. Now, for every wheat bag sold, she plants a tree. And we actually have one of our judges today, Murray, joining us, who generously donated quite a large prize package last year to support Chloe to rebrand from Chloe's Heat Wheats to Buy Chloe, and also helped Chloe build her very own website. So now she has a number of stockists around Queensland, and she also has a website that she sells her product from. Now, the real question is, are we about to see this year's National Grand Final pitching in today's semi-final? All right, so how's the semi-final going to work? I'm going to talk to you for a little bit, and then I'm actually going to bring our judges on screen so they can introduce themselves. We have 5 teams pitching from 5 different schools, and then our judges will go away and deliberate. And in that time, you, our viewers, will have the opportunity to vote for your favourite pitch, who could potentially be crowned the people's choice of this semi-final. Now, the structure of our pitches, our teams have 3 minutes to pitch only, and it's 3 minutes hard. So we will unceremoniously cut them off if they go over. And then the judges will have about 4 minutes to ask questions. Hopefully it'll be 1 question per judge. At the end of the 5 pitches, the judges will go away and they will choose a winner of this semi-final that will grab a golden ticket straight through to our national grand final. And at that time, as I said, we will reveal the vote, a link for you to vote for your favourite pitch, and the team that has the most votes will win the people's vote and potentially secure a wildcard entry to our national grand final. We will reveal the link for that at the end, so stay tuned, and that will pop up on your screen. Now, I feel like that's enough from me, so why don't we bring our judges on screen? Welcome to Adele, Deb, and Murray. Now, I hate a bio read, so I'm going to get you legends to introduce yourselves. Maybe if you could take 30 seconds, tell us a little bit about what you do, and maybe share with us one thing that you're kind of looking for in a pitch today. And Deb, I might start with you.
Hi, I'm Deb Allen, the manager of the Mackay Manufacturing Hub. I work with manufacturers in our region, Mackay, Isaac, Whitsunday, to transition to Industry 4. So for me, looking at the way in which the groups will bring forth not just the innovation, but how they might implement that innovation is really important.
Awesome. Thanks, Deb. Murray, I'll throw to you. Lovely sunny Queensland where you are at the moment. It's a delightful day.
Beautiful day, and I'm incredibly grateful to be off the train and enjoying it. I don't know where I am. G'day guys. Pardon me. I'm Murray. I'm a designer and creative director by trade, if that's a thing. And I am just stoked to be here. This is one of my favourite things to do all year. I had a blast working with the winner last year, and I'm looking forward to hopefully helping out again. One thing I look for really is, in case you can't tell from my enthusiasm, is enthusiasm. I just want you guys to tell us your story in the most believable way that you can. I want to believe, and I want to get excited about your problem and your solution. And honestly, I think on a day like this, whoever has the most fun is the winner.
I love that. And Murray, we're so appreciative of your generosity working with Chloe. Like, she just had the best time working with you, and to watch her little brand evolve into by Chloe, with not only the rebrand that you worked. I mean, what I loved about the process was you put the power back in her hands. So you kind of gave her the option to design, and then you kind of reshaped that. And it was the same with the website. So it was such an empowering way to work with her too. So thank you. Adele, over to you. Tell us a little bit about what you do, and what are you looking for in today's pitch?
Yes, hi. So I'm Adele. I'm the CEO of a national organisation that supports 18 to 35-year-olds in agriculture. So we work with ag startups, whether it be tech, on farm, successional farming, so the whole lot. My background actually is in writing, so I'm really looking for pitch and story. I like that authentic story tied into a product, because I think it has a lot more legs if you've got that authenticity behind something. So that's what I'm looking for today.
Awesome. Thank you, Adele. All right, it's enough from us, I reckon. Should we just bring the first team to our virtual stage? For our first pitch today, we have Ragbags from Bishop Druitt College. The Bishop Druitt story is really cool. These guys ran our Activate program as a part of their Year 7 Religion and Ethics. So we're super pumped in their first year to have a team in our semi-finals. How are you feeling?
Good. A bit nervous.
A little bit nervous? Yeah. You know what? Use those nerves, because I always say that nerves are just a sign that you care. So kind of use those as fuel. Our judges aren't looking for polish. They're just looking to get to know you a little bit. So we're ready when you are. Good luck.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Sophie, and the business idea I'll be pitching to you is called Ragbags. Bags for better, made better, better for Earth. Handmade cloth bags that recycle old textiles and let them sell into new, useful things. Next slide. Many Australians host a negative mindset towards second-hand stores, falsely viewing their items as broken, worn out, or unhygienic. Instead of recycling old clothes, we choose to support fast fashion and cheap clothing brands. Pollution is a massive problem, particularly in the form of textile pollution. Cloth is used, bought, and then dumped. Average Aussie household throws out up to 23 kilograms of textile waste yearly, which enters landfills or is burnt, contributing to global warming. A major form of pollution is caused by plastic bags. Most Aussies use more than 230 plastic bags per year, which are discarded into dumps or make their way out to the environment. These problems, left alone, will each have a role in global warming and the destruction of our environment. Next slide. Rag bags are handmade cloth bags, made in different styles with different items of clothing. Rag bags take old clothing that would usually be thrown out and turns the fabric into a new, fresh, and functional bag. Each bag is made from a different material, meaning they are each unique and special. The design is strong and durable, with the strength to carry the basic supermarket necessities or lighter shopping. Rag bags can be reused over and over, and are a sustainable alternative to plastic shopping bags. Next slide. Top this, $2 to make a purchase is donated to an Aussie charity. Most rag bags cost nothing to make and take under 10 minutes to craft. All the necessary equipment is already at hand. The only thing needed is a supply of old clothes. I'm already reaching out to op shops and locals for excess clothing, aiming to work with op shops to combat the negative mindset towards second-hand stores, promoting the purchasing of pre-loved textiles in opposition to new clothes, advocating through rag-back social medias and showing that second-hand fabric is more useful and quality. Next slide. Rag-bags has sold 5 bags and donated $10 to St. Vincent's charity. The overall profit was $55. As the business gets bigger, rag-bags can start to sell bags and other forms of clothing. Next slide. Through the presentation, the symbol of flowers has been used. To rag-bags, flowers represent new beginnings and blossoming potential. This is the foundation of our idea. Everything deserves a fresh, beautiful new start. The idea is new and innovative and is unlike pretty much everything else on the market. Although it truly is at its heart, we aim to solve various global matters instead of just one issue. Rag-bags has the potential to do great things. All we need is your support. Thank you for listening to the Rag-Bag Tip.
Oh, just like perfectly timed. You nailed it. Let's bring our judges back to our room and see if they've got any curly questions for you. And I might throw to you, Murray. Have you got a question?
First of all, just want to say it is never fun going first, but well done. That was an excellent presentation, really well delivered. Your story was solid. My question for you guys is a similar one to one of the most important challenges that we had to work through with Chloe last year, which is how much do you value your time? Because it looks like those t-shirts and those bags are created from some things that aren't worth very much. They're just rags and whatever, but your time is worth something. So have you considered, or have you, going through the program, have you thought about how much your time is worth, and how will you try and incorporate that into the pricing down the track?
So these bags, they only take, styles like this can only take about 10 minutes to make. I'm only in year 7 at the moment, so I don't have many assignments or things like that. So I have a lot of time on my hands. I can complete all my schoolwork and other things very easily. They're very easy to make, and the harder styles like this one, which is just a prototype made from jeans, they could sell for a bit more, but they take more time to make.
All right, that is such a great answer, and put me down for 3. They're awesome. Cheers.
Awesome. Adele, I'll throw to you any questions.
Yeah, also great idea. Really love the product. My question would be, have you thought specifically about who your target customer is? And if you are going for people who are, say, going in and getting groceries on a regular basis, have you thought about partnering with somebody like Coles and Woolworths around promotion or something like this, knowing they sell those green Hessian bags that they sort of dish out at the counter that aren't as nice as yours? Have you thought about ways to partner with some people for this product?
Yeah, well, the business is only really at the very beginning. There are a lot of local stores around our area that would possibly like something like this to help bring in more customers and have a greener side. I haven't started to ask around, but that could be an opportunity or possibility.
Thank you.
Awesome. Deb, over to you.
Yeah, my question was also around partnerships. What you're doing there is unique in that I haven't seen those types of bags being made in the shapes that reflect the actual clothing that you're getting them from. But I do know of an organisation, a not-for-profit such as Boomerang Bags, that takes leftover fabric and it's a community organisation that then makes similar. So my question's around, like I said, partnering and the potential, thinking about the potential to work with various organisations to make your branding bigger and better, and perhaps enlist some people into your workforce as well.
Yeah, if the business was to expand, we could possibly have some people who could help make the bags. Maybe something could be at our school, or we could have a club that's not really known yet. But yeah, I would be open to anything, so I'm not closed-minded. But yeah.
Excellent, thank you.
Cool. Love the idea of the school club. That's really awesome. Thank you. Toughest going first, although sometimes the best, because you get it out of the way and then you can just enjoy the rest of the pictures. Excellent work. Let's welcome our second team to our virtual stage, and we're staying in New South Wales and we're heading to Southwest Innovation College with Rolls Upon Rolls. How are you feeling? Ready for your pitch? Nervous, excited, both?
Excited.
Awesome. I love that. I really enjoyed catching up last week and talking through your ideas, so I know your pitch is going to be awesome. We are ready when you are.
Welcome to my pitch presentation for Rolls Upon Rolls. I am Olivia Payne, currently in Year 10 from Southwest Innovation College in New South Wales. Next slide. This is a business that makes clothes for children with skin conditions, using 92% bamboo and 8% spandex. Next slide. I chose this because I want to work in the childcare industry. Next slide. And because I myself have eczema, as does my sister and my niece, and there's currently no cure, and I've struggled with it for my whole life. Next slide. This is a pie chart that shows that 36.1% of the world's children have a skin condition. In 2021, approximately 315,000 children were born in Australia, and that equates to approximately 113,000 babies per year that could have a skin condition. This clearly shows that the potential demand in market for baby clothing targeting skin conditions. Next slide. My school organised a mentor from industry, Olga Moore, the owner and designer of Maniera. She taught me what customers are looking for, the do's and don'ts of the fashion world, assisted with the design, pattern and prototype for a unique garment. Next slide. This is my colour scheme. Next slide. These are the swatches I made using my colour scheme. Next slide. This is the prototype I made, which the baby over here is wearing. Next slide. This is my baby model Maisie wearing my prototype. Next slide. I ordered fabric swatches from Balance Fabrics to test the materials and designs I liked. Next slide. These are the material fabric swatches. Next slide. These are the design fabric swatches. Next slide. I chose 92% bamboo and 8% spandex because it's stretchy, smooth and breathable, which fits my business purpose. Next slide. I've worked with an Indonesian company called CM Garmindo to look at manufacturing, but they were just out of my budget. I've also communicated with the Social Studio and Mentor Sewing Studio, which are ethical and hire refugees who struggle in the workforce. Next slide. I believe you should care about this issue because it's so common. The World Health Organization states that 900 million people globally struggle with a skin condition. The total number of children aged 0 to 4 in Australia is 452,000 who have a skin condition. So I'm sure you know someone with a skin condition too. Next slide. My issue is original because although bamboo baby clothing exists, my prototype has a fit that is unique to suit children with skin irritations, and it is loose and comfortable. Next slide. My idea is sustainable because it's made from mainly natural resources, bamboo. And it is ethical because I'll only work with ethical manufacturers who pay their workers fairly and have reasonable working conditions. Next slide. These are my pricing manufacturing estimations from CM Garmindo. Next slide. I will measure my impact by gathering feedback from customers to further improve my product and tailor to custom needs. Next slide. This is my website and social media platforms. Next slide.
Oh, well done. Excellent work. It's so tough. 3 minutes goes so quickly and you got such a huge amount of information in there. Thank you, Olivia. That was awesome. We'll bring our judges back into the room and see if they've got any questions. And Deb, we might start with you if you've got a question for Olivia.
Thank you. Olivia, I'm curious whether the fabric has been tested on an infant or even an adult with a skin condition to see the difference in performance between regular fabrics?
Yep, so the prototype that I had was tested on my baby model Maisie, and Maisie's actually my teacher's daughter, and he said that it was really nice on, like, it was a really nice fit and that it felt nice on the skin. And obviously Maisie can't speak for herself, but she seemed pretty happy with it and there wasn't much complaints from her.
And does Maisie have a skin condition?
She doesn't.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Adele, over to you.
Yeah, hi. I love the connection to refugees and working with social good companies. So I thought that was really great. I also loved that the idea is a lived experience. So that's I loved the pitch. My question's not far from what Deb had also asked, was around maybe getting some more information from companies that work in the space, or like allergy companies. So there's obviously a lot of Australian endorsed companies that do work in and have a lot of reports and information on eczema. I'm assuming they would recommend fabrics and the type of fabrics to use. So if you didn't have time in this instance to, say, do a case study, it might be really good to use their information and tap into it to be able to, I guess, talk to the different fabrics and the recommendations. So that would be something that I would probably throw in there, because obviously you're on a short time frame. But yeah, otherwise it was a great pitch.
Thank you.
Excellent. Murray, over to you, sir.
Can I just start? How old are you? Sorry, mate. What grade are you in?
And I'm Year 10.
Holy dooly. My first company was a clothing company, which I started after dropping out of out of design school, and that was a long time ago. And I feel like after 8 years, I was still nowhere near where you're up to. That was amazing to have come that far with where you're at is really impressive. So well done.
Thank you.
I think just echoing my two colleagues there, I think doing some testing and benchmarking, particularly around how your product, which is a great idea, how it actually solves the challenges for those with these conditions is going to be really important. But my question really is, if this is successful, how would you like to grow with the company? What would be next? What's your sort of vision for you and roles upon roles?
So originally I was looking at the Indonesian manufacturer, but after having my meeting with Nick, and he suggested the Mantua Sewing Studio, I think it would be a really good idea to work with someone like that, because I love the idea of hiring refugees and really helping them out. So I'd like to find, whether it's either those companies that I spoke to or another company, I'd like to really branch out into that kind of manufacturing industry.
Awesome.
Amazing. Olivia, epic work, really strong pitch and a lot of compelling research that you've done there. So you can breathe a sigh of relief now and kind of chill out for a little bit. Well done. We're speeding through these. It's time for our third team to pitch from Ferny Grove Save High School. We're floating out to Queensland. We've got Savey. Team, how are we feeling?
Good.
Very
a little
confident.
bit nervous, but I mean, that's natural. As you said, it means that like we obviously care about this and hopefully we're going to do well.
No, hopefully. I know you're going to do well. So we're ready when you are. Kick off.
All right. Have you ever bought something thinking it was entirely worth it at the time, only to regret it later? Maybe you were embarrassed walking into the post office the next day, sending back $400 worth of clothes that you were never going to wear. Perhaps it was a new gadget currently gathering dust somewhere in a closet, destined to never again see the light of day. until spring cleaning.
Next. The truth is that consumers of today are living in a modern financial crisis. Next. The constant pressure to buy and keep buying is putting our youth at risk. Next. On top of this, e-commerce and social media marketing are only getting bigger by the year. Two factors that can make saving money and achieving economic goals a near impossible task. Next.
That's where we at Savvy come in.
Next.
Hi, I'm Elijah and this is Sonia. And we are the developers of Savvy. Our product is an app designed to help young consumers hold back from impulsive spending and empower you through savings, all for just an $11.99 one-time purchase. So how does it work?
Next. When a user first signs up for Savvy, next, they set a savings goal. Afterwards, at any time they wish to make a purchase, they instead list the product onto their account. Next, allowing us to lock that online transaction for 24 hours, enough time for the customer to decide whether the item is something they truly want to spend their money on. This concept is essentially a reverse of buy now, pay later into pay now, save more. Next. Any money from cancelled transactions is then directed into their savings account, which is tracked to give their user achievements for reaching certain checkpoints to their goals. On top of this, our app aims to help you even further by highlighting spending habits and helping you to combat these. Next.
Here, we are going to give you a small demonstration of our app.
Next.
When you first open the app, it will come to a home screen. This home screen is designed to give you a general overview of your recent spendings and savings, as well as other notifications and updates. As you can see here, there is also a link to a YouTube video, that one of many that we post daily to keep up motivation.
Next.
Now, here are all these customers' currently locked purchases. Let's try saving one of them right now.
Next. Next. Next.
And look, a new achievement has been unlocked. Let's check it out.
Next. 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 Next.
Now to check out our most recent spending habits and try our best to manage our biggest one.
Next. 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 Next.
It's that simple.
Next.
With a tap of a finger and a bit of discipline, Savvy makes managing your money effortless.
Next. To help make this concept a reality, we have decided to start Savvy as a web-based program, which is considerably more cost-effective than an app starting up. As a result, we are asking for a $10,000 investment with the breakdown of all the expenses on your screen. Next. Moreover, in this modern world of hypercapitalism, there simply isn't enough companies on the side of the young consumer. However, with Savvy, cultivating a financially free future becomes infinitely more achievable. Thank you.
Oh, great pitch, team. Elijah, my favorite was your little slip in around that for only $11.99. I loved that. Well done. Welcoming our judges back to the stage. I feel like I need this in my life. So I just want to flag that first and foremost. Adele, I'll throw to you. Questions for the team.
Yeah, look, I love that. That was really, really great. And you also had me at the $11.99. That was the key line there. My question would be around, basically just around checks and balances. Have you guys done your research into how much it would cost to have the app developed and received quotes and gone down that road? Only because obviously that's something that blows out quite considerably.
Yeah. Okay. So we did like a bit of a cost breakdown. I did a bit of research because originally we did want to start this as an app. However, when we found out that it was almost like $50,000 investment, it would be impossible for us to start that without having to take out a loan, without having to do a lot more thorough. So, but with especially nowadays, creating websites is so much more accessible. We would be developing ours from the ground up, basically. However, you also have a bunch of website making platforms, which makes it a lot easier to start it that way. And even now you can access websites on your phone just like you would with an app. And even, locally we have a lot of IT developers as well that we would connect with in order to get that started.
Okay.
Awesome. Murray, over to you.
What can I say? You two are going to do wonderful things, whether it's Savvy or something else. That was special. My question for you is: have you thought about any organisations that you could work with to bring this to life? Doing it yourself is one way, but partnering with, and I dare say the B word, I don't want to say banks, but are there any other organisations that potentially you could collaborate with who might also believe in your vision?
Okay, well, what we were saying is that we would try our best to start on our own, but as we expanded as a business, we would want to partner with the B word, the big B, to potentially offer our service on top of youth saving accounts, because this product is one that we are currently marketing to youth, by youth, for youth, as they can be a lot more impulsive with their money. So by partnering with banks to work with the accounts that they may already have, it would allow our services to expand, and it would also help a lot more of our target audience.
Awesome. Deb, over to you.
Great, thanks, Nick. I'm interested in that section where you showed how it actually works. So if I'm at the supermarket and I'm wanting to buy something, how do I get that purchase through at the time? Because it looked to me as if there was a delay between when you actually go to purchase something and when that transaction is approved.
Okay, well, the thing is, our service is mainly targeted towards online purchases, because the main issue is that people tend to be a lot more impulsive online. If you're buying your groceries and anything like that, there wouldn't be a need to use Savvy. However, we've seen the statistics. It's just with social media and, e-commerce, it's so much easier to buy things online that end up not being worth it. However, when you're in real life, this will not be a situation where you'll have to use our app. It's like we don't want to have to make you wait 24 hours for milk, but it's a difference between that and a $400 clothing haul.
Gotcha. So it's for online use only. That clarifies things. Great. Thanks.
Yes. Sorry if that wasn't clear before.
That's okay.
Love it, team. So we're really trying to stop that impulsive purchase. That's awesome. Congratulations, legends. A really enthusiastic pitch. I loved it. You can now breathe easy and wait a moment. And let's welcome our fourth team to our virtual stage. From Forest Lake State High School, we have Alerta. How are you?
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm excited.
Awesome. I think it's really normal to be nervous. And sometimes when we talk about people being really confident speakers, we forget that even the most confident speakers still feel nervous. So that's a really normal feeling to have. But we're all cheering for you here, and we can't wait to hear about your idea. So we're ready when you are.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Sarah. I've created a product named Alerta. Alerta is a product aimed for students with anxiety. Next slide. What problem is being solved? Some students don't cope well in a classroom environment. These students are often given an exit card to allow them to leave the room when they are feeling anxious. My product, the Alerta, allows students to alert the teacher that they are leaving the room with the click of a button. In Australia, around 1 in 14 4 to 17-year-olds experience anxiety. Next slide. What is my product? When students get stressed out and they need to take a break from class, they can press the pocket-sized button, which then sends a notification of the teacher's laptop, letting them know that the student is leaving. This prevents other students from knowing why you're leaving, and it also avoids a face-to-face interaction with the teacher. Next slide. Marketing plan. I would give my product to the school, and if students would like one, they need to go to the guidance officer to replace their exit card. Students can only receive an Alerta if they already have an exit card or they are eligible for one. Next slide. My ask. I'm asking for a mentor with the technological skills to help me develop Alerta. Next slide. Moving forward, to successfully implement this product into a school, I would go around to different schools and I would conduct a survey for all students with exit cards and those who are eligible for them. And I would ask them questions about whether they would use my product and if they think it is useful. I would also use the money to help train guidance officers and teachers. Thank you.
Excellent work. You didn't even need the whole time. You just confidently pitched that. That's fantastic. And I know there's lots of young people out there that would really relate to the challenge that you've identified. So thank you for sharing that. So Murray, I might actually start with you. Any questions for Sarah?
Hi, Sarah. That was, apologies if I get a bit emotional. One of my kids has been dealing with this all year now. I think this is an incredibly important product, and regardless of whatever else happens, I'd be more than happy to have a chat with you about how to try and take the project forward. I think it's a really important thing that needs to happen. So my question is, does it need to be a pocket-sized button, basically? Why did you arrive at that decision?
I chose a pocket-sized button so students who are anxious about having it or are self-conscious, they can hide it in their pencil case or on their desk on some paper or in their pocket, and that way they can use it when they need to without feeling self-conscious about any other students seeing it.
Awesome, great work.
Thank you. Deb, over to you.
Thanks, Nick. I'm curious what happens if the teacher's not at their laptop.
Yeah, well, students can if this teacher is not at their laptop and the student needs to take a break, they can either wait a couple minutes till the teacher is there, or they can raise their hand and try to get the teacher over there, or yeah.
Just something to think about. Great, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Great question. And Adele, over to you.
Yeah, I only have one question. So just getting clarification around, so is it would you be partnering with schools, or would the end user, your end customer, be parents? So are parents jumping in and purchasing this for their kids, or is it the schools purchasing them for the whole class?
I would probably aim for getting the schools to purchase it and giving it to students who don't cope well in the classroom environment, like those who have mental illnesses or disorders, or those who just don't cope well, I guess.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Great job, Sarah. Really awesome pitch and excellently handling some tricky questions around the implementation of that. So you can breathe easy now and take a bit of a break. Excellent work. And can you believe it? We have our final team hitting the stage. So from Yarrabilba State Secondary College, can we welcome Fortify to the stage? Legends, how are we feeling?
Good.
Yeah. Excited.
Good.
Yeah.
Something like
we got
that.
this. Yeah.
You totally got this. 100%. You've got it. We're super excited to hear your pitch. So we're ready when you are.
Okay. Hello, my name is Sid and this is Oliver.
And we are Fortifier.
Next.
We have come from an area that experiences many drastic events,
Such as the recent February floods that have completely isolated us, leaving us with one supermarket. Next.
which was usually sold out due to high demands and leaving us with no essential products.
Water was a major concern because the clean water running through the taps was infected and was not safe to drink. Next. This is why we have created Portifier. Next.
Portify is a solution to this problem. It filters water on the go, is easy to carry, and is very portable.
It includes multiple technologies. Next.
Such as a gravel vacuum which sucks all the water, leaving big rocks aside.
Going into the metal mesh vortex filter that removes a small sediment.
Which then travels to a polypropylene filter that leaves very small microns out.
It is a sub-micron filter, meaning that there will be almost no bacteria, pesticides, or metals in the water. Next.
We have designed our first prototype, which uses PVC piping and the filtration system on the inside.
Next. Arta, who was previously a judge here, has supported us with funding and how to create a good business.
Paulette, a council member, has helped us by encouraging entrepreneurship and advising us for a next step into our business.
We recently went to Evolve, a local plastic manufacturer that is the best private plastic injector. We learned how plastic is made and how we could use this in our business. Next. We have already started our business by launching a crowdfund page and a social media.
We have already gained $700 into our crowdfund. Next.
But does our product exist anywhere else?
There are only a few portable filters in the market,
such as a Life Straw Flex. It is limited to 100 liters. The materials can run out and you can't manually clean it.
Whereas Portifier can be used for over 1,000 liters, the materials don't run out and you can clean the inside. We need to sell at least 70 Portifier filters to break even.
We will need to spend approximately $1,500 to start this business, with crowdfunding helping with that. Next.
There are 1 million homes that are in flood prone, meaning that they are our first option to sell our product to. Next.
They require a portable filter that isn't too expensive, as it will be $70, with 10% going to charitywater.org.
With approximately $20 of profit each sale.
This water crisis isn't just in Australia. Next. It is a global issue. Next. If we search water crisis globally, then the first things that come up are next.
780 million people lacking basic water access, invisible water crisis, water scarcity, and much more.
These are all from reputable sources such as the UN, WWF, and more.
There are many world problems. Next.
That even my family have experienced. In India, they don't have access to clean drinking water.
Everybody requires a filter.
And even bottled water can be unsafe. I usually get sick there when I go there due to poor water quality.
We don't want others to suffer from the same problem though. So we want everyone to have access to clean, safe drinking water that everyone deserves.
Next. Thank you for listening.
Excellent work, team. Nailed it on the timing. Very good job. I could bring our judges back to the room. And Deb, I might throw to you to kick off. Any questions on this particular idea?
I do. I'm interested in who you've partnered with to come up with the innovation around how you're going to do the filtering.
So we recently went to Evolve. Like I said, they are a plastic injector, the best private plastic injector in the country. They were above our price limit and budget. However, in the future, we do want to work with them as they provide good upcycled plastics, which works with us cause of sustainability and ethics for our planet.
And local manufacturing, gotta love that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Excellent work. Cool. Adele, over to you.
My question was, Deb actually stole my question. So now I'm scrambling. Great pitch, guys. And obviously with the recent floods, really, really good angle there. I don't have a lot to say. Mine was also around partnering because obviously there's a lot of innovation that goes into the product, and I guess a lot of science that taps into it as well. Because have you tested the water purity and what comes out of the product at the end?
We haven't tested properly yet because we haven't been able to assemble the prototype fully, but we have done our research and it can filter the water.
We know how it works. I've used the polypropylene filter in my house before, so we know how the technology works.
Okay.
Awesome. Murray, over to you.
We're all stealing each other's questions. Adele jumped in on that one. I was just going to ask about how it works. This is entirely not my world, but I'm just really impressed, and I wanted to say how much I loved your branding. I thought it overall, Portifier and the package feels like a really strong brand, which is going to be really important when it comes to establishing and maintaining customers' trusts, particularly with something around health and safety like this. So yeah, just applaud for that, and let us know what you need.
Awesome. Well, cracking work, gentlemen. Really strong pitch to finish us off. The great thing is the pressure now moves from our pitching teams over to our judges. We're going to push the responsibility onto these guys. So we're going to wave goodbye to our three judges. They're going to depart and probably duel it out in another room, have a rigorous debate around choosing a winner and a runner-up. So we'll see them back in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, we are going to open our votes for our people's choice. So all of our viewers from wherever you are around Australia in the room, whether you're in your pajamas on the couch or you're in a classroom checking this one out, this is the link that you need. So jump in right now and pick the team that you would like to vote for. We're going to leave the voting page open for about 5 minutes or so. And when we return, our judges will reveal our winner and our runner-up, and we will also tally the votes for the people's vote too. So we'll see you back very soon. All right, welcome back everyone. This is the fun part. Our judges have taken some time to deliberate. You've all gone hard voting for your favorite, and we're at the big reveal. So how this is going to work is our judges are going to announce the runner-up first, and then they're going to announce the winner. And then at the end of that, I will announce the team who has amassed the most votes. So we'll bring all our teams on screen, and hopefully Deb and Adele will join us in a second. Waiting patiently in the meantime. This is me doing like a nice little filler in for a moment. I would dance or sing, but nobody wants to see or hear that, if I'm completely honest. It would be terrible. Murray, as the allocated judge in the room, why don't you share on behalf of the judges? Maybe let us know part of like some of your discussions, and then lean into who the runner-up is and then the winner as well.
All right. Thanks, Nick. Can I just say, it is not fair to have to choose between you guys. They were all excellent pitches, some seriously great stories. I've been working with founders and young entrepreneurs for 10 plus years, and you guys have done a really, really great job. It's never easy, especially when it's a problem that you've got personal experience with, that, you know, it's like your little baby, but you've all done really, really well. So thank you for sharing your pitches with us. Now, unfortunately, I was given the brutal job of helping deliver our important decision. So without further ado, I'd like to congratulate our runners-up, the brilliant solution from the young fellas at Portifier.
Woo! Yeah.
Woo! Just an excellent, it's a problem we're all aware of. It is only going to grow in importance and awareness in Australia. And if you guys had, if we had a prototype, or if we knew that the thing worked, then that's a winner by a million miles. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing that in action, and all the best with that. And I guess moving on to the moment we've all been waiting for. If there is one thing that the three of us could all agree upon, is that we all wish we had a better financial education growing up. So congratulations to the incredible storytellers at Savvy.
100%. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We put a lot of hard work and effort into creating the app design, to creating the idea. So, you know, to see that effort be rewarded. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
And thank you to everyone else who competed in this.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
It was a lot of good ideas. So thank you.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Davey. Really strong pitch. Well done, Portifier, runner-up. I have the votes in front of me, so I can announce that the people's vote winner for semi-final 3, can I have a drum roll, please, is Portifier.
That is? Yeah, Portifier.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations, team. Excellent work getting your community to back your idea and coming up with the goods. Congratulations to all of our teams. You've had exceptional pitches. We loved your connection to your problems, and also the innovative way that you're looking at solving them. So congratulations to all of our teams. Epic work. A special thank you to our judges, Murray, Adele, Deb. Thank you for giving up your time and sharing your expertise with, you know, and supporting the work that we do, but more importantly, I think supporting our young people and the incredible amount of work that they've put in. So thank you. Epic. Now, if you love this, if you can't get enough of this, have I got news for you? Firstly, we have one more semi-final after this, so just stick around and watch the next semi-final. Secondly, we have just opened up tickets to our national grand final. So if you want to see Savvy pitch in our national grand final, then snap that QR code or jump on that link and register your tickets. If you're located in Brisbane or near Brisbane and want to join us personally, please register your tickets soon. We know this will sell out. Secondly, if you're not in Brisbane or you can't make it in person, jump on and register a live stream ticket, because we will be live streaming the entire event. So from the entire team at Future Anything, thank you so much for joining us in our third semi-final, and we'll be back in just under half an hour for our fourth semi-final of today. See you soon.